we are constantly fighting. We are constantly fighting infection. And this is something which is really bothering parents like us. So how do we overcome? And these are bacteria, viruses, parasites, and funguses. And this is what our kids come back home. Every time the school starts, they go, and next week they're ill. So how do we kind of fight these battles, and how do we find these a simple solution that can help us keep our children safe from all these infections? And I'm here with Ilham, and she's going to be talking about the magic of colloidal silver. So if you stay till the end, and I'll show you something which is really cool.
It's fun being a mum, and as a mother you're very conscious of how you raise your child or your children. We endeavour to buy as much organic produce as possible, and we do care about what we feed them, and not only what we feed them but what we put on their skin, and also how we treat them when they do fall ill. Of course, kids fall ill very frequently, or toddlers do especially, and so it takes a lot of work, a lot of research, but I think it's worth it, and it's something I really care about as a mum. So whether it's homeopathy or whether it's natural-based creams, or even down to their diapers, we're very selective on which brands we use, the wipes, etc. So we do what we can. We appreciate that we can't control their environment completely, but what we can control, then we will certainly work hard to do so. I think it's quite important when you look at their diet, and it's quite important when you think about how you're growing these humans, because you're setting them up for the future. So I do truly believe that the first few years of their life is very important. Constitution, very strong constitution, I think will support them later on in life as adults and help them fight disease and sickness, etc. So on that note, we do try when they do fall ill to use natural remedies to help their immune systems, to support their immune system to fight whatever it is they may have. I think that's important. I think that we live in a society now where we're very focused on killing bacteria, we're very focused on washing our hands and using antibacterial wipes, that we're losing some of the bacteria that's actually very helpful in building a strong gut. One of the products that I use, which I find quite, of course at first I was very sceptical, I didn't know much about it, but the more research I did, I learned more about how it used to be used and how it's somewhat forgotten, is silver. So colloidal silver, we use it quite a lot sparingly, whether it's for nappy rash or for viruses. So it's something that was used by the ancient Romans, during the ancient Romans. They used to use silver urns to protect wine from spoilage. They used to drink out of silver cups because it would reduce the multiplication of bacteria, or at least it would prevent bacteria from breeding. And I think, well, in fact, I know that it was even in some of the Egyptian writings. So it's something that was used a very long time ago, and I do believe that we have a lot to learn from the way our ancestors, if you like, used to treat disease and protect themselves. So silver is something that I used recently. For example, one of my daughters had a really severe nappy rash, sore, broken skin, very hard to deal with. And I bought the gel. I've never used a gel before, I've always used the spray or the liquid. And I was absolutely amazed at results. Next morning, it had diminished radically. So I was very pleased. And as a mother, of course, when you come across a natural remedy and it works, it's like most uplifting. Also, we've used it for minor colds, immunity building. So if I feel a little bit run down, I'll take a few drops a day, and I feel that it just gives me that little boost that I need to fight whatever it is my body's fighting. So it aids the immune system to fight whichever virus or bacteria that you're dealing with. I think we're always searching for alternative ways of doing things, and sometimes I think it's important, it's incumbent on us, the ones that have tried it, that see success, to spread the word as much as possible.
Next time I'm going to show you what colloidal silver can do, and I will show you exactly how these things can kill bacteria, and I'm going to show you something which is amazing, and you can see it and you can believe. Okay, stay with me.